You're watching the Touchliner Podcast. Yo guys, welcome back to the Touchliner Season 3, Episode 4. It's Ben.
I'm here.
And it's Jay Chua.
Wearing our respective kits.
We have to be, obviously, because we played the Champions League this year. Obviously, where's your...
Oh.
Shola Amiobi wore this shirt once. The greatest player to ever play for Newcastle United.
Better than any other Man United player, you'd have to say.
Okay.
Anyways, we're going to be talking about football.
We're here to talk about a bunch of different things. Because, we've seen some clips go viral in the last week. We've got really angry because we have better takes than them.
We do. Let's be honest.
We see these Australian guys.
Who?
Have you not seen those Australian guys talking about football?
No.
No, they're just there and they're like, which 3 players would you want to be stranded on a desert island with? Or not want to be stranded on a desert island with?
Zlatan Ibrahimovic, number one.
That's a really good... Someone said Matoma because he's a neek.
Is he?
His degree, like his dissertation...
was about dribbling.
Yeah, dribbling.
Yeah. Fair enough. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
Yeah. No, I think Ibra would be annoying.
Ibra would be annoying. He'd be like, you have to go get the food for me.
I'm the king.
He's so cringe. It's just like, bro, he thinks he's LeBron.
Yeah.
He thinks he's LeBron.
Yeah. But Ronaldo is really good and also a dick as well. He's another one I don't want to be in an island with.
No, but Ronaldo is like less dicky than him because I remember like the Lukaku thing. That just was like talking about like your mum's religion and stuff is weird.
That is weird. Go do your
voodoo shit, you know.
That's so crazy, man. Yeah. I think he'd be on that list.
Of course, signed by these bums.
Want us the treble? Community Shield League Cup in Europa League?
Yes, the real treble.
Mourinho did this?
Yeah.
It must be real.
Damn. All 3?
He's telling everyone to do this. We won the Europa League and everyone was like, no.
Yeah.
I'm not doing
You're not
that.
going to start a trend.
Nah, that's Mourinho. But we're here to talk about Barclays, right? Because if you go on social media and you're a football fan, you would have seen an influx of compilations of random players. Roque Santa Cruz, Pape Cisse. What other ones have I seen?
Hatem Ben Arfa,
JJ Okocha. I've seen a few.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're going to talk about some problems with football and Chelsea. Because we always talk about Chelsea.
We always talk about Chelsea.
They give us things to talk about. It's not our fault.
No, we're not hating. We're just reporting the news in a completely biased way.
It's true. Just like most news outlets.
Yes.
Not the one I work for, though.
Speaking from the journalist point of view here. Interesting.
Maybe. But here we are. Let's kick it off. What do you want to start? What do you want to start talking about?
Tell me what to do. I want to be told what to do today. Oh.
Okay.
Hello.
Lie down.
You know.
All right. So we've talked about this before, but it's been a year.
Okay.
Who is the worst transfer ever? Or some of the worst transfers ever?
Interesting.
You said Anthony last time.
Yes.
Okay. Last time you said it, he had a not great season, but
he scored
mid-season.
He scored against Barcelona, and that was about it.
Yes. And last season scored against Liverpool.
Yes.
So I don't think Anthony's the worst.
He's in the top 5.
He's got to be the top 5.
He's in the top 5 for sure.
Be in the top 5.
But where in the top 5 is he, Josh?
I think he'd be third.
Yeah, I'd say third or second.
Third.
Well, we can start from 5 to 1.
Who do you think?
No. You go ahead first, my friend.
Putting me on the spot?
Wait, yes, I am.
I have some hot ones.
Oh, interesting.
Hot ones, get me on the show. I'm gonna just go to Arsenal.
Oh.
What has Gabriel Jesus done in an Arsenal shirt?
On my list at number 5 is also Gabriel Jesus. How many goals?
Not enough.
Clearly not enough.
Mate, they still got... How I've never seen a team that has a striker. Where's the number 9? Mm-hmm. And they say they don't have a striker. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't get talked about enough.
Yeah, I agree. And I've also seen some Arsenal fans saying that they don't need a number 9. What's all that business about?
No team has won the league without a number 9.
Is this man going to win you the Premier League? I don't think so.
By the way, if he's not a number 9, what is he?
No one knows.
What is like?
And if he's a number 9, he's pretty shit at it. Let's be honest.
Yeah, he's not great. How many chances does he need to score? Jesus scored 4 goals last year.
Yeah, holy
in the
shit.
League.
How many games?
27 games.
Oh my God, that conversion rate reeks.
One
that
goal
reeks.
Every 7?
Oh.
That is quite bad. Yeah, Jesus is definitely at number 5 on my list.
I'm also going to give later. I'm going to give a prime Barclays player that I don't think gets enough mention.
Ah, okay.
So try and think about that on the way.
You at home, you think about it as well.
Yeah.
You didn't charge.
Put it in the comments.
You didn't charge a thing.
Oh, put it on.
Interesting. All right.
If you also want to go and listen to more of the two of us talking, or maybe just the one of us, listen to the radio, because this man was on the radio today.
Yes,
as he
talking
normally
about
is.
United. Someone dissed him and Berbatov, and I got really pissed off, actually.
What did you say?
They didn't give me a chance to reply. He was the last person to speak. They're like, is Berbatov a legend? And I was like,
getting ready.
Yeah. And then the other guy's like, no.
Wait, what is this?
No. I mean, I was just like stabbing my phone because
Getting the bill?
Getting the bill?
Yeah.
No, so they were like, what constitutes... Actually, that's a good topic we can talk about after this.
What constitutes as a legend?
So we're talking about it just for United, but it was like,
okay.
Yeah,
that's
we'll
fair.
talk about that. But anyway, who have you got at number 4?
It's you. I just.
No, I know. Let's go alternate. You go.
You want to go alternate?
Yeah, like the penalty system they wanted to do. 1-2-2-1.
I can give you. I'm trying to remember my 4th one. I know my 2nd and 1st. Ah, yes. Right. In the moment, I thought that this was a good signing. But it evolved. He has become a good signing. But at the time, he was terrible.
Okay.
Debated as arguably the worst transfer of all time. And only good due to a managerial change.
Oh, okay, I know who you're going to say.
Joelinton. The only reason that man is good is because of Eddie Howe.
Stinky start this season, though.
He's
not looking sharp.
One bad game.
Not looking sharp.
Yeah, he had one bad game, and then he assisted against Spurs.
Oh, yeah, he did.
So,
He did, to be fair.
oh no, well, that's not true.
Oh.
He played Murphy through, who passed it to Isaac.
The pre-assist.
The pre-assist. The assist of the assist.
Okay.
Passing to an assist,
You used to do
NBA
that-
2K?
You used to do that at lunchtime. So
Yeah.
I got the pre-assist.
The pre-assist is crazy. Counting up your pre-assists, your assists and goals
Yes.
on your head top. Yeah, I mean, just like didn't even look like he could play football.
Yep.
The famous tweet from a BBC journalist who was doing commentary on the live commentary feed on a Newcastle game. And it was just 67 to represent the minute. Joelinton kicks the ball at his own head.
I've seen that.
Yeah. That is insane. I think he went all season scoring one or two goals in the league and then like one in the cup. So for especially Newcastle, because we value our number 9 so intensely, for him to get the number 9 shirt at the time, coming in, record transfer fee, to get that out of him, and obviously just go onto YouTube and type in Joelinton fails. It'll all just be that first and second season of him trying to play up front for Newcastle. When you have fail compilations, it's...
You used to shit on him so much.
Are we saying worst transfers of our generation?
I mean, we're going to gravitate towards that, because if not, you could go back and say, oh, for inflation, this player could be that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's what I was thinking of anyway. Like, I mean, I had a player from like the 2000s for mine, but I'm going to mention him, but we won't include him. I was going to say Shevchenko.
Oh, interesting.
He got signed for 30 million in 2006.
Yeah.
Which now is
that's like
100.
Basically 100
And
million.
at that point, he's one of the best strikers in the world, and he scored 9 league goals for Chelsea in 3 seasons.
That is insane.
Yeah, that is like that's it. I can't
even.
No, I can't even. It's really bad. It's not the only Chelsea inclusion I've got on my list, but he's on there. But I didn't see him, so I'm not going to put him on the list.
He's not the only Chelsea player on the list.
Oh. So at number 4, I'm going to put...
You said Shevchenko?
No. I said I was going to say Shevchenko.
Oh.
But I'm not going to put him in because I didn't watch him. Someone I did watch.
Who did you watch?
Calvin Phillips. Because holy shit, what a horrible sign. One thing that really twists my nips, right?
Yeah. Oh, hello.
City have made just as many bad signings as they have good ones, but we don't hear about it. They signed Sergio Gomez last season. They sold
Where
him
was
this
he?
summer. They
Yeah.
sold him.
Yes.
No one said anything.
That is a good
They
point.
just signed.
But he didn't play.
No, he did. He played enough, like
No,
to contribute.
not really.
No, but that's the thing. They signed him. He didn't play, and they spent a decent amount on him, and he
Yeah.
left. Obviously, he's not a flop. They didn't spend a ridiculous amount. But Calvin Phillips, if I remember correctly, was 40 plus.
What did they get back for him?
Nothing.
Yeah.
But I
'cause
think he
fat
won the,
and shit.
Didn't he win the treble though?
Technically, he did win the treble.
see
So
what
I
I mean?
guess if you value trophies as a legend, I guess that makes him a legend for winning the treble. Do trophies matter that much in the grand scheme of how good you are as a player? Not really, I think. I guess we can talk about that later.
We will talk about that later. But yeah, I'm going to say Calvin Phillips because, good lord, that's a bad signing.
Interesting.
And it's ended his career. He's at Ipswich now, unless he has a Ross Barkley type resurgence.
Yeah, which, no.
No.
It's funny because David Moyes now has such a bad habit of signing like terrible midfielders.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
even at Man United, like Fellaini, who just was like decent, but then turned like absolute shit for ages.
Clutch.
And
hate
then
him.
signing Calvin Phillips at West Ham, just like, bleh, gross.
Nice.
No, it's you.
Oh, it's me. Yeah, sorry, I forgot about the old. Oh, Anthony. We said
Yes,
Anthony.
for me as well.
Anthony.
We did. That's two players
The
so
only
far.
thing that saved him is he scored a couple of important goals. He's shown signs where he could be decent. He was injured for a bit last season.
Newcastle interested apparently.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, let's talk about that. If he signs for you, it's over for you.
What?
It's over.
What?
I'm going to beat you up.
Where?
It's over.
What? Who?
On the basketball card.
When?
But,
Oh, on my head.
I'm going to pick and roll with a ghost because we're playing one.
I'm telling you, if we sign Anthony, like, I'm never going to hear the end of it in the group chat. I might as well. It'll just be a screenshot of Fabrizio with a picture of Anthony with a Newcastle shirt. It'll be Ben left the group. Ben left the group.
It'll be your turn to leave the group.
Yes, I will.
You actually will.
That grilling will be insane.
Anthony.
Well, I'll leave the group for the day.
Not just Anthony. 40 million.
Yeah.
That we make back half of our money, please.
Yeah, that would be
Please.
insane. I'm surprised Chelsea haven't gone for him,
That's true.
to be honest.
I think maybe they might have enough wingers. But I guess maybe it's not enough for them.
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah. So yeah, Anthony at 3, 2.
I think we might have the same player for 2 as well. Is he a Chelsea player?
He was? I don't know.
He
if
was
is
a Chelsea player?
Yeah.
Romelu Lukaku.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Because
Understandable.
you
Have a nice
have
day.
to respect. We didn't even talk about this.
Yeah, no.
You have to respect.
We didn't. Anything today we've not talked about.
No, we haven't. That's crazy. Yeah, mate. I'm sorry. He scored.
Oh wait. For the thumbnail. Oh.
Scored at the Emirates,
True.
and then an interview came out saying he wants to go back to Inter,
Yeah.
and he just joined Chelsea.
Really weird. But you might have just hated it in London. You know.
That's what we're hearing
Yeah.
from our sources.
Charlie Fairbank.
Yes, he told me. Yeah, that was a horrible signing. They spent, 80, 90 million on that? And
Yeah.
now he's at Napoli. Can't remember if it's on loan, but he's there. That's a disgrace. You sign a player who's meant to be your number 9 for years, and then he leaves within 3-4 months because of some interview.
Yeah, it's a weird one, and they lost so much
Yeah.
on that, didn't they? Like, and they've been paying his wages for how long?
Yeah.
It's a weird one.
To be fair,
He was still on the books earlier this season.
Yeah,
though.
yeah. He still might be if it's a loan. I can't remember. I think if it's a loan, he might still be on the books.
It's a weird one.
But there's actually a story. You know, Tuchel when Chelsea played Spurs, Lukaku was on the bench, and he put Conte as the manager of Spurs. He's like, "Go to your daddy."
Oh shit!
This is after the interview,
Damn.
obviously.
Interesting.
Okay, he signed for Napoli permanently. Okay, so he's gone.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's so crazy. Can you
That
imagine
is
that?
crazy.
Go to
yeah.
your daddy.
Go to your daddy. Jesus.
So hold.
I'm gonna go first on this number one.
Yeah, go on. Oop. What's up?
I don't know what that was.
Anyway.
Oh, I think it was just the headphones falling down
Yeah.
onto the floor. Arguably worse than Lukaku, but not for the same reason.
Okay.
Lukaku came and left. He came, he was shit, he left. They were paying his wages, and he was shit, and then they got rid of him. Finally,
okay.
right? This player had all the potential to be good.
Mm.
He had the potential to be world class.
Mm.
Some would have said he was world class.
Oh.
Paul Pogba. One, If
How
not,
didn't I put him in mine?
if not, the worst bit of business / signing of all time. He was in your academy, no?
Yeah.
In your academy, had interest from many big clubs to sign him when he was still in the academy.
It's true.
Knew what he wanted.
True.
He wanted game time.
Yeah.
And United couldn't give him that.
No.
And whose fault was that?
Club.
Anyone specific?
I prefer not to speak.
Interesting.
I mean,
Respect Roy Keane?
To be honest, you could say in the long term that he was right to not give him the time, because look at how much of a dick he was.
Yeah, but I mean, that probably doesn't help when you play in Italian clubs. I'm not going to lie.
It's true.
They are a bit patronising.
They really are.
The Italian football clubs, just to be clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, and went to Juve
Yeah.
on a tiny fee
Yeah.
compared to what Manchester United bought him back for.
It's true.
They bought him, was it 90 million? Was it 90 million, Josh?
It was 80 something plus add-ons. Yeah, okay.
90 million pounds. And what did they get out of him?
Lost him on a free again.
And maybe one good season?
It sums up...
His actual football career peaked when France won the World Cup.
Yeah.
Or was it the Euros, sorry?
No, the World Cup.
World Cup.
World Cup. Yeah.
When France won the World Cup, that was his moment.
Yeah.
He didn't do it for United.
Before that, he had two decent seasons at United. A bit injured. But yeah, because his first season, he won the Europa League and the League Cup. And he was very important in those wins. Second season, became close to winning the FA Cup. And he had that game against City when he scored 2 and we were like losing. And then after that, it fell off a cliff. Inconsistent injuries, red card, yellow cards.
Just one of the biggest what-if players ever.
I dislike him. I actively dislike him.
I dislike him
I
as well.
disliked him from a certain point, to be honest. It's one thing I want to talk about later, but it's all these football stands on Twitter that just rep players and they're like, oh, he's okay. Pogba first, United second. Fuck off.
Yeah,
we don't want you there.
cringe.
And they're like, oh, if Pogba has this player, if Bruno wasn't there, Pogba would be free.
It's like all the people who were saying, oh, well, Ronaldo's not the problem. It must be the manager at Man United.
Ronaldo was a problem. But that's not...
Yes, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that's literally what I'm saying, Mr. Naya.
I literally got hate messages after Ronaldo left. I decided to...
Who? Who gave you hate messages?
I'm not going to say, but it was a certain group of people that just gave me hate messages.
Oh.
Yeah.
On where?
Snapchat, Instagram.
Oh, interesting.
Friends.
I don't even know this.
I said it in the group yesterday. Or maybe I said it to Charlie. I can't remember.
I don't remember.
No, I think I said it in the group. Yeah, people actually said, your club is so stupid. What's wrong with you? And I'm like...
You.
Me? What's wrong with you?
Because I remember you were on the phone and you were telling him, no, send Ronaldo away.
Yeah.
We don't want him.
Yeah, and they're like, okay, Joshua Naya, who is currently 20 years old. And then they listen to me. Yeah.
Oh, 20?
Yeah. Now I'm still 22, you old fuck.
Yes. 3 or 4 months older.
Hold? Still not 23? Still won't be next week?
Getting there soon.
Oh.
You see the wrinkles? Clearly.
Yes. I've got one grey hair over here.
So, for your number one? Oh.
There was a player for 2 summers, and I don't know if you remember this, but you kept telling me, what if it doesn't work out? 2 summers. We chased him. So under Ollie, we had he who shall not be named on the right.
Yeah.
We had Rashford on the left, and we had Martial up front. And I thought this was the future. And I thought he who shall not be named was our striker for the future, right? And Martial would interlink, and all we needed was a right winger.
Yeah.
Summer of 2020, we go for this guy all summer, doesn't work out. I'm like, you know what? It's okay. They wanted 100 million. Next season, we'll go get him for 60, 70, because that's what he's worth. Wait one more season. We do get him for 72 million. Mashallah, we finally got the right winger. Sancho, the bum, Martial, and Rashford. And this is the future.
Wait. Sancho's not the bum.
Oh, it's Sancho, sorry. It's Jadon Sancho.
Hello.
Jadon Sancho is at number 1.
That's surprising.
That is the one, because I cannot tell you one, not even a moment. I can't give you a single time where I was like, he's good enough for United. No, he's good enough for the Premier League top half, because I've not seen that, right? He scored some goals here and there. None of them really meant anything. In big moments, he was invisible. In small moments, he was invisible. He couldn't perform whenever he started.
Just couldn't get into the league, really, could he?
We had to ostracize him and send him to the mountains to do some training.
Yeah.
And he came back, still wasn't good enough. Fell out with the manager, went on social media, had a little fit, and then didn't apologize. And then went on loan to Dortmund, put in one good or two good performances. And then everyone was like, oh, United's fault. It's United's fault. He wasn't that good for Dortmund because why is he not there right now?
If he was good enough, they would have kept him.
They would have.
Let's be honest.
That's the truth. That's the truth.
Is that 4 Man United players on my list?
Well, you've got an agenda.
Clearly.
But also, it does sum up...
3 for yours?
It does sum up the... No, I'm not saying we're good at transfers. This summer has been our best. And it still might not be great.
Yeah. I mean, let's wait till next season.
Yeah.
And then maybe Ugarte will be on this list or Yoro.
If Ugarte's on the list, we're fucked.
Can you imagine if Yoro stays injured for the whole season?
That's juju.
And then he gets sold next.
That's that voodoo shit.
That's that voodoo shit, yeah.
If Yoro is injured and we get nothing out of him, then we're cursed. But
I agree.
But everything else has all been bad leadership. The board don't know what they're doing. We've had accountants in charge of footballing responsibilities.
Yeah.
So obviously we're gonna do stupid things like
You see the difference when Ashworth comes in? You do see the difference.
Ashworth, honestly. Thank you.
Good transition.
Paul Mitchell wanting to leave.
Hello, Paul Mitchell.
He
doesn't want to leave.
To be fair, it's from the Sun.
Yeah. So Can you believe he who shall not be named?
Don't know.
Yeah, the Sun, not really reliable, but it's coming out apparently that Paul Mitchell, our Newcastle sporting director, is at risk of losing his job with a mix of a bad transfer window and comments that he made about the club when he arrived. He stated that the club was not fully fit for the transfer window when he arrived.
Yep.
Which I believe is true.
Yeah, I think it's true as
well. Because I think we spent too much in the last 2 windows, and it hinders us now.
Yeah, you did.
And the focus clearly wasn't on selling this window until Paul Mitchell came in.
It's true.
It was going to be buy again if Ashworth had stayed, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think Ashworth's potential for signing is great, but I think that his lack of understanding of PSR for what he did for us has attributed to this window a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
We can say that deals didn't go through that we wanted to,
Yeah.
like Miguel Almiron. We wanted to get rid of him. Wilson, we wanted him to go.
Yeah.
That would have been at least 30 million for us, I think.
Yeah, I think
if we
so.
sold Wilson maybe back to Bournemouth or something like that.
Yeah.
And that's what we've missed out on. We made 20 million profit in this window. That extra 30 million could have been a player for us. That would have been 50 million that we could have spent on transfers extra.
Yeah.
So that could have been a marquee signing.
Yeah.
It's nearly our most expensive signing ever in Isak. So, Tonali now.
Quite surprising that you didn't. Everyone is saying that Newcastle have had probably the worst window out of the big teams in terms of signing and improving your team.
I don't know about worst because our team needed improving, but also we have added depth everywhere. And I think Eddie Howe wanted to do that, but just didn't get his first choice players. Because obviously he would have had first choices, And then the Madueke's come into play. And then you've got your Oselus or whatever his name is, who actually scored internationally recently. So
Isak,
finally getting a goal. Luckily we've got Isak and Bruno and Gordon still. We didn't have to sell them. But so Paul Mitchell, give him backing in the January window. Give him backing in the next window. Don't fire him after.
Yeah, no.
That's just ridiculous.
That's but
that would be United level.
But let's see, because now it's just those brothers in charge.
Proven brothers.
We'll have to see.
And then obviously PIF in Saudi and their representatives.
We'll see if they're trigger happy. If they are, you could be doomed.
Yeah. I mean, Staveley was the face. The face is now gone. Can we make a smile with no face?
Some wise words.
Wise words? What does that even mean?
Smile with no face.
Oh,
interesting.
Staveley's face.
Oh Jesus, it's
melting.
Scary. It's scary.
Yeah.
Ronaldo hit 901 career goals.
Didn't he say he wanted to hit 1,000?
He did, and I think he will because he's in Saudi Arabia and he scores 50 goals a season, which is.
Does he?
He got 51 last year.
Jesus Christ. And how many of them were tap-ins?
A lot. I think half pence.
I guess we'll never know.
I guess we'll never know. I mean, those goals he scored on the weekend were both tap-ins.
Yeah,
But
shock.
I don't think he cares. And
No.
he literally fired a shot. Well, we can segue this. He fired a shot at the greats at Maradona, or not Maradona, like Pele and all these other guys were saying, all of my goals are televised, so you cannot make it up. And
something I was going to bring up later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but
which is, I think it's a fair statement. Because we've seen it in other sports. Shout out to Wilt Chamberlain if you're watching.
100 points, not
a 100-point game that was not televised or recorded by a single journalist. Just word of mouth.
There was a commentator on it, but there's only a bit of it, and it's so bad. He's like you can barely hear him.
Yeah.
And then he's holding up the 100, but I can hold up 100 too.
Yeah. I actually do, when I do go play basketball, put out about 120 on the court.
When's the last time you played basketball?
In Dubai with my good friend Khalid.
New Year's.
And I got a few buckets.
Yeah.
I got a few buckets.
I heard that we're gonna film our one-on-one and post it like Friday. Hey guys.
Hey guys. Yeah.
That's
no, we definitely have to do that.
Video.
Definitely have to do that. That'd be good. Funniest moments from our
replay.
one-on-one.
It's to replay.
How many travels will there be that we won't notice?
Not one, not two. I no, I don't think I'll travel. I'm so aware of it. I won't.
No, I mean, that's fair. I probably won't be.
We're going to look so stupid.
This is the thing.
If you get me in the paint, I'm done because you're just going to barge into me.
I'm not going to be gay all the time and do that. But also, what I will say is that if I get on your right side, as in this side, because I'm dribbling to my left, I'm left-handed, I'm gonna get to the basket. I'm
right-handed.
Yeah, I'm stronger than you.
That's great. You can go here. I will swipe the ball. Go ahead.
You can't swipe.
Okay, I
try. How are you going to swipe? I'm left-handed. It's away from you.
You see.
Blood doesn't know his left and right.
Interesting. That's true. Actually, you are going to be.
I'm gonna have him on his head.
We'll see.
On his
He doesn't
head.
even make layups.
I make layups. What the fuck?
I remember now. Back in school, this guy didn't even make layups.
No, I've got it now. Trust me. I've been practicing
on 2K.
2K.
Reverse layup.
It's all right. It's all right. You're gonna see it. You'll see it come soon. Come. What, are we gonna segue?
Yes.
Let's smoothly segue.
Yes.
What's the next topic, Josh?
Did you want to talk about Pele now or later?
Pele now.
Pele now.
Okay. Smooth segue. Pele.
Pele. Is he in the top 3 of all time? I say yes.
No.
Why?
When you have to lie about how many goals you have, it screams insecurity.
He's insecure.
Insecure. Yes. One of the greats. One of the great players of all time.
3 World Cups. No players won 3 World Cups.
I understand. But let's talk about earlier how when we said trophies does not make you great.
Okay.
Now I understand the World Cup is the most, arguably the most prestigious trophy in football. Correct?
It is.
It's the most prestigious
it's the
cup
hardest
in football.
trophy to win, I think.
We had a conversation about this last season on the Touchliner. I said that it's the Champions League is harder to win than the World Cup is.
No, I think the World Cup is clear.
I disagree. And that's why I wouldn't say that he's top 3 all time because
he's got to be.
Also, something that you have to say is the level of people he was playing against is not even comparable to.
Yeah, but
you
can use this argument for anyone.
You could, yeah, and that's. I think it's a valid argument.
Yeah, but he would
because think about it like this: I can give you a timeline for sprinting and why sprinting has become faster and faster and faster and faster every year.
Yeah,
you can't compare. Obviously, sprinting is very black and white. You're either the fastest or you're not. Right? It's not really like that with football, but the principle is still there. It's there in all sports. If you look at anything from the 1960s and compare it to now, in any sport, now will be better.
Yeah.
The records will be better. And that's just from modern day scientific advancement, evolution of tactics, evolution of, physical training. All of these things play a part in how good players can be now.
Yeah.
I will comfortably say that I think that Ronaldo and Messi are clear of Pele.
It's easy to say because we've seen them, but Pele, actually, even Maradona.
Maradona's one that because
That's
Pele doesn't get spoken about.
that.
Maradona gets
Pele.
spoken
It's
about.
because Maradona's because our dads would have
Yeah.
watched him.
That's true.
No one, unless your granddad watched football, which mine didn't.
And even
so-
then, the televising is not
Yeah.
great.
But this
back then.
guy introduced so many things to the game, like the body feint, the keepy ups in the middle of the game.
Yeah.
In 1958, he kicked it over someone's head and volleyed it into the goal. Like
Yeah.
that's the 50s.
That's
You have to give him credit.
I
for
agree. You do give him credit, but what you also have to say is yes, he was a pillar in the game. He created so much for the players we have now, but that doesn't make you the best. That makes you the most creative. That makes you a genius of the game, but it doesn't make you the best player ever. And when you because you cannot talk about goals scored if they're against plumbers and cleaners. That's only fair.
For me,
if Alan Shearer in his prime played in Sunday League, he'd score 60 goals a season.
Okay.
Yes,
it's
valid.
But no, you can't, because that means that we'll reach a point one day where our kids will be telling us Ronaldo's shit. Because we have, I don't know, this guy.
Maybe.
No, but that's not fair. Then you can never ever have the GOAT argument, because the GOAT argument has to be, well, firstly, it has to include trophies, success, and goals.
Yeah,
right?
it has to include all of it.
All of these things. So when it comes
in context, though.
Yes, so when you think of a player, if I think about Shearer, his prime was in the 90s to the early 2000s.
Early 2000s, yeah.
But the average Premier League player in the 90s and 2000s compared to the average Premier League player now is completely different. So then it's so easy for me to just be like, oh, you know what? Isak would outscore him if Shearer played today. But who's to say that if Shearer didn't start his career 10 years ago, he would be better than Isak because he molded to the game and he adapted better. So I think Pele, because of his frame and how he was, if he played in this era, he would probably score as much as Ronaldo did, I think, and Messi, because he's got the dribbling of Ronaldo, of Messi, from what I've seen, and the finishing of Ronaldo.
I guess we'll never know, to be fair, but that is more of a hypothetical than anything. Than anything I brought up.
It is a hypothetical.
A lot of what I'm saying is based on fact and logic. That's based on, and you might say, oh, it's recency bias, but at the same time, recency bias is a thing because it's accurate.
We're gonna keep going, man. Like, it's just gonna be like, oh, Rooney he only cracked 20 goals in the Premier League twice. Oh, okay, well, Isak done it 3 times.
It's like, think about it like this, right? Who could be a better goal scorer? If we look at Shearer, we look at Haaland. The trajectory that Haaland is on. Haaland is going to be better.
Yeah, but I'll never.
But do you really think at the bottom of your heart that if Shearer was playing nowadays, he would score more than Haaland? No, he wouldn't.
If he played for City, he would.
That's not. Again, now we're changing teams.
No, but this is what I mean. Like, there's so many if, buts, and
if
maybes.
Pele played for England, would we have won a World Cup? Another World Cup?
No.
Probably not.
No, but that's the England team. I was just thinking about the England team of the 60s. I just won good. You just won one because you're at home.
Yeah, true. Agree.
But no, I think you have to respect the greats because, like, for example, if we talk about, I've been watching a lot of basketball videos lately. If you talk about like the greats, if you talk about like Wilt Chamberlain, MJ. He has to be MJ, exactly. You have to talk about these guys and you have to include them in the best of all time.
Of course.
For me, MJ's the best. No matter what. LeBron can do 40,000 points, this, that, win, whatever. He reached 6 finals, he won 6 titles. Mm-hmm. That's enough. And it's with the NBA, I feel like it's a lot easier because it's like they all played in the same league.
Yes, that is really,
and it's like,
the only thing that's different really about the NBA from what it was then to what it is now is the way the game's played.
Yes.
It's not like the training or
there's rule changes though.
Rule changes, yeah, but also that changes the dynamic for how the game works. Yeah. You know. It's a little bit different for football because I think football is a little bit, obviously it's more widespread. The quality of leagues and divisions is so different over the world.
Yeah.
And the tactical difference in certain leagues is massive compared to maybe the Premier League and like Serie A. It's like two completely different games almost. It's very clashing. So that's something that, you do have to take into account. And it can be difficult to bring, the old GOATs into this conversation. They're the GOATs of their generation.
Yeah.
But they're not the all-time GOATs.
So who's your third then? You said Ronaldo, Messi.
Ronaldo, Messi. There's genuine conversations to be had. If I'm talking about because I think we should talk about 90s onwards, Barclays Premier League onwards.
If you want,
that's what I'm going to say.
It's your list, yeah.
I'm going to say the third best player ever to play football in the Premier League is probably Thierry Henry.
You're going with Thierry Henry as the third best player of all time.
Not of all time in the Premier League.
Oh, the Premier League. No, what about of all time? You said Ronaldo.
Oh, of all
Messi.
time.
You said Ronaldo.
Sorry.
Messi.
Yeah, no, sorry, of all time. You could pick Zidane. R7. Sorry, R9.
R9.
Short again,
peak,
huh?
Short peak.
Yes, exactly. Maradona.
Maradona.
I'd probably say Maradona.
Yeah, Maradona was good. There's a lot of Argentinians say he was better than Messi, and they've seen both. So
I mean, one thing I will say is that I trust the word of the pros more than I trust the word of fan opinions.
I agree.
And what people say about Maradona is that he was a different breed.
Yeah,
he was not human, and it's evident. Like it was like watching an adult play with kids sometimes.
Yeah, in
some of the highlights and videos, and obviously our the older generation will have watched Maradona, will have watched the Hand of God and all of that business. We didn't.
No.
So we have to take their word and previous players' word. To be fair,
my dad said Messi's better. That's what he said. But yeah, that's because Messi fucked United so many times.
Have you seen that interview of Kieran Trippier where he said that Moussa Dembele could have been as good as Ronaldo and Messi?
Yes.
This is what I mean. Like, things like that you'll never know and you'll never see, because as a fan, you only get to see 90 minutes every Saturday.
Yeah,
that's like less than 0.1% of their career.
Yeah,
and that's the fun part, is that you have to squeeze the best moments into 90 minutes every week.
Yeah,
and sometimes you'll see greatness come and go like that. And sometimes you'll never see it.
Wow.
Damn.
No, that was deep.
That was deep.
That's crazy.
Anyways, back to Havertz. Sorry.
Oh, Havertz. Yeah. Did you want to do the Barclays 11?
I just want to quickly bring up...
Or the Rooney free kick.
I want to bring up Mr. Wayne Rooney.
Mate.
For a second. Let's just talk about that. I think Wayne Rooney is the best English player ever. And I think that he possibly could be the greatest player ever to play in the Premier League. On pure footballing. Pure balling. That Wayne Rooney, when he was a striker, he could have been the best player in the world.
Yeah, it was at one point.
He was the best player in the world at one point.
Yeah.
And that doesn't get talked about enough, because in our generation, he was falling off when we started watching football. As in, I started watching football at 12, 13. That was when he started. This was after the 2 knee injuries. This is after he started dropping from striker back into maybe like a little bit deeper in the pitch.
Yeah.
So you see him in a little bit of a different way to how people would have seen him when he was 16. That 16-year-old, the youngest player ever to sign a professional contract. That's stuff that doesn't get talked about enough.
Yeah.
Youngest player ever. Man United, the best team in the Premier League ever, their top scorer.
Yeah. It's
different. It's different gravy. Won how many Premier Leagues?
5.
5 Premier Leagues. It's just
only player with 200 plus goals and 100 plus assists.
It's insane. It doesn't get talked about enough because he's disrespected because now he's fat.
Yeah,
and a bad manager.
Genuinely, and all the Ronaldo fanboys are like, "Oh, Rooney's just jealous of Ronaldo, bro."
Without Rooney, There was no Ronaldo at United.
100%.
There was no Ronaldo.
100%. And people don't understand that.
Rooney paved the way for that man.
Yeah. And
if anything, stepped aside his own career.
Yes. But he said he was happy doing it because he's like, I want the team to win. I don't care about myself.
Yeah.
He hated being a number 9 because it's like, he's like, I don't get the ball. I want to get the ball. So he played on the wing. He played number 10.
Yeah.
If he was a 9, he'd drop deep.
He'd even play deeper. Yeah.
Yeah, he could play anywhere. And he scored every type of goal. The overhead kick, the goal against Newcastle. Yeah. And then sometimes he'd score counter-attacking goals, headers. Was that the goal against Newcastle, the one where he's arguing with the ref and starts running and then just lets his aggression out on the volley? And it just... And then he gets a little happy and then starts complaining to the ref again about the decision that he didn't get before. His aggression was just on another level. Have you seen the one where he's balled and it's like a drop ball and he just tackles the guy? Bang and then bang again, smashes him. Bro, honestly, Rooney before his injuries was unreal. Yeah. He was 100 miles an hour the whole game. And people won't get that. Even in his later years, he adapted his game. And that's the sign of a true great. And even in the later parts of his game, he was still scoring from the fucking halfway line, scoring free kicks. Mm-hmm. He could score on both feet as well. Yeah. And when he was younger, he had the pace. But you'll never know that. You'll never know that. People will never know that. Rooney had the legs to beat a man. Yeah, and at the time, any defender in the Premier League. Yeah, that's the thing, man. And people will never give him his flowers because he's not, I don't know, aesthetic to watch. He never did skills or anything. He just got the ball and did something with it. Yeah, it's not cool and hip I don't know, Havertz. Havertz, No, but Havertz and Wayne Rooney. No, but I don't see much love for Rooney. People United fans will do it, and maybe some England fans will do it. But I know it's coming in the next, I'm going to say before the next World Cup, some idiot, some fuckhead is going to come out and say Bellingham is better than Rooney. I know it's going to happen. Yeah. I know it's going to happen. And that day I'm going to stop watching football and I'll rip all my hair out. Yeah, that's fair. Because already nearly there. How you can't do it. Bellingham literally made 2 tackles. Oh, look at his desire. Oh, it's Bellingham. Crazy. Look at his haircut. It's literally, so nice. He's so brandable. His name sounds perfect. He looks perfect. He's tall. He's decent on the. He's very good on the ball. Yeah. He can do sort of everything really. He can score. He can head the ball. He can win in the midfield. He has the passing range as well. So he's got it. He's got everything. Yeah. But is he truly great at one thing? Wayne Rooney was a truly gifted number 9 when he was before his injuries. Finisher. A truly gifted finisher. Like Paul Scholes was a truly gifted passer of the ball. Yeah. We'll have to see, because right now I don't see anything really. I mean, he's very good at a lot of things, but I need to see something. It's like when you go and you look at Ronaldo when he was raw and young at United. His dribbling was unlike anything else you'd seen before. Yeah. And that was what he was great at. But Jude Bellingham doesn't necessarily have that star... one thing about him that he's best in the world at. Yeah. I mean, if he keeps scoring clutch goals and things like that, then we can look at it again. But clutch time is a real thing, to be fair. No, it is. It's a real thing. He's done it for Real Madrid. He's done it for England, obviously, against Slovakia. So close to getting knocked out. Yeah. It's giving Pele. It's giving playing against plumbers. Interesting. Interesting. Scoring it. Yes, thank you for sending us through. And yes, what a brilliant goal. But England struggling against Slovakia. Again, context is so important. We should have won that tournament. We should have won the last tournament. Don't get me started on England, actually. We could talk about it for a while. We could. All right. Do you think you can do this game in 5 minutes? No. No way. We'll do it next week. No way. We'll do it next week. It's a screenshot. It's a X and O, and you have to name players that have done both. Do you want to do the XI now? Yes. I want to give a quick shout out to a player that I did a little bit of research on. Let's do the 11. Start from the back. Let me just give this player a shout out. Go for it. I've never really spoken about this player because I was unaware of your game. If you're watching. Arguably the biggest one-hit wonder ever to play in the Premier League. Okay. Stand up from the back, meet you. That's about to fuck. Meet you. Yeah. Different. Yeah. Great. For 1 year. Yeah, for 1 year.
best player in the
For
world.
1 year,
1 year
mate.
couldn't go
He was
wrong.
unreal. And Swansea won a trophy
Yes,
that year.
he won them a
He
trophy.
won them a
He got them
trophy.
into the semi-finals and then scored in the final for them.
Yeah.
Insane. And he wasn't even a striker, was he?
No, he
a
was
10.
Originally a 10, and
Yes.
then they moved him forwards.
Because he was like, let's keep him forward while he's in decent scoring form. He just kept scoring.
He kept scoring.
Did you know, outside of that Swansea season, he scored in 5 years after he stopped playing for Swansea? He scored 5 professional goals.
That is
because of obviously injuries.
That is Barclays.
Yeah, that is prime.
That is beautiful.
And obviously he's in my team.
Yeah, and he's in mine as well. I was wondering. Yeah, no, he's the Barclays, and you never got to watch him because you only started watching the year after.
Yes, yeah, of course. Yeah, I was late to that.
I saw him. He scored against United home and away. I was like, that's unreal.
Now, just to be clear, some of my Barclays Premier League team, there may be a bit of bias in there, as I'm sure there will be on your side.
No, I've been quite even.
Have you?
I have.
But I do feel like his Newcastle have had a fair few good Barclays players.
There is, and
some good, and then some just iconic.
Yeah,
I think.
So we've gone for some good, some iconic. I've definitely missed a few, but these are the ones that popped to my head when I was thinking. I went for some funny ones as well, but let's see.
Okay.
So in goal, who have you got?
I've gone for Tim Krul.
Oh, I knew you were going to do that.
Yeah,
I knew you were going to do that.
Let's be honest, though.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Tim Krul was him. Tim Krul was good.
Sometimes he was him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brought on specifically for a penalty shootout, won the game.
Yeah, you have to.
That was insane. That's such an I'm him moment.
That's because he still playing for Newcastle. He's so good.
Yeah. No, like I was such a fan of Tim Krul when I was younger. I don't know why. He was just like the only like half decent player in our team.
He was all right. Yeah.
And he never really made a mistake. He always just put in consistent good performances. I
remember a mistake he made.
You'd always have to attribute the mistakes to the defense because obviously Newcastle have had pretty terrible defenders over the years. Stephen Taylor in front of him.
Respect him.
Yeah, true. Mike Williamson in front of Stephen Krul. Stephen Krul. Yeah.
Williamson silver card on FIFA 14.
Oh, respect. Yeah. I think that's a fair shout.
I think Tim Krul's quite good.
Shay Given was also a close one, to be fair.
Yeah.
Shay Given.
I do remember Krul giving us a win at St. James's Park because he was trying to play it out the back and he just passed it to Young.
Yes, I remember that.
And I gave it to school. I was like, hold.
Yeah.
And you were like, we almost beat you. I'm like, don't care. Obviously, we don't want doing that. We were saying much worse profanities at each other.
Yeah, even in year 9.
Different time. Yeah, year 9 was crazy.
Year 9 was crazy.
That was crazy, bro. We'd go up to. Anyway.
Oh.
I've gone for a different Tim. I've gone for Tim Howard.
Oh, shout.
American man.
Shout.
From America, bro.
Respect Tim Howard.
He made some good saves. He made that really good save where he dived behind him, saved it on the line.
Oh, yeah.
Ex-United as well. People forget he played for United for a couple years.
I did forget that.
Played for Everton mostly.
Yeah.
Good Everton legend, I would say. Good Barclays player. Solid. Mm-hmm. Scored from a goal kick.
Yeah, true.
And it was very windy. And he didn't celebrate. See, respect him.
True.
And I think he's got Tourette's.
Fuck.
Respect him as well.
Oh.
But yeah, Tim Howard, respect you.
Starting a right back?
I've gone for a guy I've been seeing a lot of recently.
Don't say his name.
I've been seeing a lot. I've been seeing a lot.
Okay, should we say out 3, 2, 1? All right.
First name as well.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
3, 2, 1.
Danny Simpson. Oh!
Danny Simpson?
Yeah, Danny Simpson.
That was definitely way too loud for the mic.
Fuck Micah Richards, man.
Danny Simpson.
Micah Richards didn't even start. Danny Simpson won the league twice.
Oh, come on. Get fucked.
And Leicester, which is, by the way, that is the last year where it was actually called the Barclays Premier League.
True. Yeah,
so
15, 16.
For him to go out being one of the last Barclays right back, played for you. I think he played for Sunderland as well.
Yeah, he was all over the game.
Played for United, and then he found his place at Leicester, and he won the league with Vardy.
And he played a lot.
He
played a lot in that year.
Him and Mahrez on the right.
Yeah,
mate,
that was good. That was good.
Honestly, and he was solid. He's just a 7 out of 10, solid player. People forget about him, but he was just there all the time.
I didn't expect you to go Danny Simpson at all. I think Micah Richards is just like, when I think about, not good, But he's not shit either. But when I think about iconic right backs from when I was growing up, I remember his FIFA cards very iconically.
91 head. I think.
Yeah,
that was
physical.
Crazy. I mean,
Oh
back
no,
then
it was
head.
head. Yeah. Oh, head search. Yeah, and you got to respect him now. You know.
No, I like him now.
Where is Danny Simpson now? Fighting Danny Aaron.
That's what I mean. And then he played in the United Legend game, which is when Rooney. We didn't even say Rooney scored a good free kick in that game.
Yeah, the only free kick to be scored at Old Trafford in the last 2 years.
And it was the best free kick I've seen at Old Trafford in the last 10, probably.
Agreed.
But yeah, Danny Simpson. Michael Richards, for me, overrated. I've got, the poster in my room of Rooney doing the overhead kick. Michael Richards is bending over in that picture. He's bending over to receive it.
Yeah,
right?
That's fair.
And he lost his pace to Zabaleta, who is not that good.
True. Yeah, Zabaleta was international player.
Yeah, no, he
so
was. He was all right. He was all right. But for me, Michael Richards, he overhypes his career a lot. Like, to see him with Roy Keane, Gary Neville, who underplays his career so much.
That's true. Gary Neville always says how shit he was.
Yeah, and that he wasn't. It's even Carragher on a level says he was shit. And I'm like, both of these players were decent. Obviously, Neville was a lot better. But they say it so much that all these kids on Twitter, they've never watched them, and like, yeah, he's so shit.
Yeah.
Trent is so much better.
Trent,
Go and do GCSE science. You're definitely doing double science. No, you're doing single science.
Single science.
Special.
If you did single science in school, like, you're definitely dead now. Like, you're not even alive. Like, you're definitely a dealer or something.
You definitely got COVID in 2017. You just died.
You were there.
Idiot.
So, centre-back?
Centre-back, I've gone with one good and one funny.
I've gone for one funny and one good as well. Okay. But I was going to go for the funny one first.
Okay.
You go for funny one.
I've gone William Gallas.
Oh,
he
interesting.
Played for Arsenal and Tottenham.
Yes, yeah.
And he wore the number 10 as a centre-back at Arsenal.
Damn.
Why?
Must have had that in the contract.
That was so stupid.
That was weird, yeah.
It was all right, though. And he played for Chelsea as well.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Very weird player. But
yeah,
whenever I think of the Premier League, he's there. He's just there. And I remember KSI had him in the FIFA 13 team. He's like, he's on Spurs. And he quick-sold him.
Yes.
You have to respect that.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember if one of my wingers is actually the side that I've put them on, but I can't remember.
That doesn't matter.
I guess it doesn't matter. My centre-back, Mertesacker. The fastest centre-back ever.
Oh, my days.
Running into your life.
That is the epitome of the banter Arsenal era, where it was like Wenger out, and there's Mertesacker starting.
Mertesacker was something else.
29 pace or something like that.
Yeah, no.
I remember getting him in a pack.
The lowest pace ever.
So
instant
bad.
discard.
Yeah, he was.
He wasn't even playable. Like, you could not play with him.
Not.
But was he actually that slow? Surely not.
No, he was slow, but like not 29 or whatever.
Why did he get violated that bad?
I think he was. The thing is, people said he was really slow, but it made up for it with his vision. Which fair play, he was a decent defender.
He played a bit sweeper for some time, didn't he?
Yeah.
Because obviously he can't really keep up with.
No.
You don't want like Aguero running at you. Jesus.
No, bro, sit back, no high lines.
Yeah. Respect. Okay.
Vidic.
Good shout.
Two-time Premier League Player of the Year.
Yeah. Fair enough. Do you need to say any more?
United legend, and I think he's better than Ferdinand. I know a lot of people don't think that. A lot of English people don't think that, but for me,
some would say carried Ferdinand.
I think so.
I would say so.
I think so. Listen, to get 2 Player of the Years as a centre back, I think. No, to be fair, Diaz and then maybe Van Dijk have won it since. But that's 10 years almost where no centre backs won it. Vidic was unreal for us, and he scored important headers as well for us when we needed it. And he's a captain. Led us to 5 Premier Leagues. Amazing. Scored against Bayern Munich in the Moyes year. Had me thinking that we had a chance of going through. Legend. Nemanja. Respect.
Speaking of legends, some would say superheroes. Captain Marvel. Vincent Kompany. Let's not forget about Vincent Kompany.
Vincent Kompany, to be fair.
Vincent Kompany was Van Dijk before Van Dijk existed.
Yeah.
The leader.
He's a true leader, a true defender. I like Kompany.
Yeah. Just like generational centre back was one of the original best players that City's ever had.
Yeah.
And probably will ever have. Won their first Premier League with them.
Yeah.
And started really and led the line for what City are today.
It's true. It's true.
And obviously had a thundercunt of a shot
against Leicester.
Let's not forget that.
Yes, and they signed him as a midfielder. which is really interesting.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, and he became a defender.
Interesting.
So, this is what the best players do. They adapt. Yeah.
I,
Left back?
I don't remember my left back, to be honest. I've forgotten.
He's just going to pick a Newcastle one now. I picked Leighton Baines.
Oh, that's such a good one.
He
Leighton
was
Baines
really
is a
good for like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
We were linked with him every summer. He kept scoring free kicks.
Yeah,
he never missed a
got
penalty.
called up for England as well.
Yeah, he played in the Euros for England and the World Cup. He never missed a penny. He only missed
I got one.
I think he missed one against De Gea, which is crazy.
I've
and then
got
De Gea didn't save one for like 7 years. Fucking useless.
Respect De Gea.
Anyway.
Shout out. Don't even know where you are now. Aspilicueta.
Oh, mate, Charlie will suck you off.
Yeah. No, respect Aspilicueta's FIFA 14 card. Respect that.
Nah, man.
That was in my team.
That was, to be fair.
And, decent right back.
Yeah, or left back. Played both.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah, very good. Good shout.
Yeah,
good shout.
respect that one.
Thinking about
that. Okay.
Midfield. Are we going holding first?
I'm gonna go holding.
Okay.
Do you want to go first, or should I?
I have 2 Newcastle players here.
I've got a Newcastle player as well.
I couldn't think. I know.
As my holding.
Okay, but he's not holding, is he? Go ahead.
I guess we'll never know.
Go ahead.
Tiote.
I haven't got Tiote.
So you've gone for the Frenchman.
I have. I've gone for Johan Cabaye.
Yeah, I mean, when we talk about prime Barclays, there's only a few midfielders that come to mind, and this guy was different.
That 11-12 season.
Yeah.
You could have got top 4.
Yeah.
So close, and he.
Well, we got 5th.
Yeah, I know.
So we were very close.
He murdered us at St James's Park.
Yeah.
Absolutely murdered. That free kick, still one of the best I've seen scored against us. That's up there with Payet's free kick.
Who was in goal then?
Hey. Oh no, Lindegaard.
Yeah, I thought it was
Lindegaard. That was when we were alternating between De Gea and Lindegaard, and Ferguson told Lindegaard he'd be the number 1, just to keep him playing really well.
That's understandable.
They left, obviously. Yeah. He's been lied to.
Oh, do you remember Victor Valdez?
Oh, he played 4 games for United.
So weird.
My days! And they went to Middlesbrough. That's such a weird.
That is a weird signing. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so who's your other midfielder?
I had it. Right, you go first. I had mine. I've lost it now.
There are a few from the olden days. You could go. Every midfielder I'm thinking of is a Newcastle.
Yes, I've got literally
Dyer, Bowyer. These guys, they fought each other. Obviously, if I went with really good, I could go Scholes. But I've gone for someone with one of the most iconic Barclays celebrations. It's Kevin Nolan.
Oh yeah, respect Kevin Nolan.
Newcastle, West Ham.
Yeah.
And he was decent for a bit as well. Him and Barton. That is a Brexit midfielder if I haven't seen one before.
Oh, that's so Dyche ball. That is so Dyche
They did well though. They did all right.
I've remembered. I've got the man in my head. Close to my heart, but also I hate him.
Oh.
One of these bums.
Oh.
Michael Carrick.
Oh, Michael Carrick.
Respect Michael Carrick.
I wanted to say Michael.
Also played in the United game as well.
And did really well.
Yes. Brought the years back.
Mate, we should start him next weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I would have put him in, but I was trying to go with the iconic bit of this. The chicken dance was iconic. Every time he scored, can you imagine? Every time he scored in front of the opposition fans. They lose your head.
So funny.
Yeah. No,
okay.
Carrick definitely.
I'll go for my not necessarily a 10 as we know it today. More of a free roam player.
Okay.
One of the top all-time streets will never forget players.
Okay.
Hatem Ben Arfa.
Of course.
Who else would I put there?
I knew you'd say that. That's why I didn't pick him. Respect.
Not this kit, but
still. I've picked Nani.
Oh, Nani. Respect the keepy ups against Man City.
This guy used to Arsenal.
What? Oh, Arsenal. Right.
Beating them 4-0.
Yeah.
This guy used to piss me off, but when he got it right,
it was right. when he decided he wanted to play well.
Yeah.
It was unreal.
Mate, his long shots were unreal. His dribbling was really good. He's actually got one of the best assist records, assist per 90 record ever.
Yeah.
In the league. He was
remember who he was playing with.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say it helps when you have Rooney, but it was he was decent, but he frustrated me. He was too frustrated. When we lost a striker, he did nothing. But yeah, I mean, on his day, unreal.
Okay. I put him at right wing, but I don't remember if he was a left winger or not.
Okay.
Victor Moses.
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 Birthday luck.
Respect Victor Moses. Was a right back. Was a fullback for a while. Or a wing back,
he could
sorry.
play. He could play right mid. He could play right mid. He could play anywhere.
Respect Victor Moses.
Yeah.
88 pace.
Holy
Wasn't
shit.
even that fast.
Holy shit. Victor Moses won the league with Conte in a 5.
Yeah. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
as a
Yeah.
wing back.
Just terrorism ball.
Unreal. That's a decent shout.
Okay.
I've just gone with world class, and I've gone with the second best British player of all time, Gareth Bale. Because
But you're putting him on the wing.
he played on the wing.
Not for Tottenham.
He played in the 10, but he could also play on the wing.
He played at fullback, no?
No, fullback and then the wing, and also as a 10 when he got really good. Yeah.
Interesting. That's not. I've gone for a world class player on my other wing. But continue with what you were saying.
Okay.
Continue with what you were saying. Sorry about Gareth Bale.
Yeah, Gareth Bale. So for 2 years, in my opinion,
Wait, so you've got Gareth Bale on the right?
Yeah, I've got Nani on the left. They could play either though.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, Gareth Bale won 2 Player of the Years. I think the first time he won it, I don't think he deserved it, but his season was amazing. That was his breakout. Yeah, that's when he scored that goal against Stoke with his leg. Kicked it first time, over his head, volley into the top corner. But then that 12-13 season, he beat Van Persie to the Player of the Year. And Van Persie just won us the league. That tells you how good he was. That was where that goal against West Ham was, where he gets the ball 30 yards out, looks at the goal and puts it in the top bin. He terrorized us, I remember, home and away.
Ruined Karius's career.
Ruined Karius, obviously, at Real Madrid.
Yeah.
That breakout game against Inter in 2010, where he just went past the best right back in the world 3 times to score a hat trick.
Yeah, insane.
That he was different gravy, Bale, and I think
and will never get the respect from the Spanish fans that he deserves.
That's because Madrid fans are the biggest fuckers.
They are the worst fans in the world, and they're just racist as well.
Yeah, they are. Like
anyone who's not Spanish gets a lot of abuse.
No, even if you are, they don't care.
It's crazy.
They expect to win every single game without fail. They're most entitled.
They are like Arsenal, but just times 10 and more Spanish.
They're actually good as well.
Left wing. I'm very surprised you didn't put this player in.
Who?
Eden Hazard. Eden Hazard, come on. The arguably one of the greatest left wingers the Premier League's ever seen.
I would say he's
obviously you've got Ronaldo, Henry. Well, Henry played 9 as well, but I mean Eden Hazard just when he wanted to was just he was the best in the world. He was and he didn't even train. Yeah, that's the thing. He barely trained.
Yeah. That's why he got injured so much at Real Madrid.
Yeah, because they really put him through it there, and his body couldn't handle it. But
it was unreal. He was genuine. I rate him higher than any wingers. I don't care. Oh, Salah's but shut up.
No, Hazard. It's not even Hazard had everything. Mo Salah can score goals, and probably is the best right winger in the world at scoring. But Eden Hazard just had everything.
He did it all.
He literally carried Chelsea that year as well.
Yeah, in his last
even
year,
last 2 years, he was amazing for
his
them.
final season, he won them the Europa League, and they were shit. Yeah, but he was unreal that year. I should have put him in. I could have put United players in. I've just tried to mix it up a bit. Could have said Giggs, whoever, but Hazard's a good shout. To be fair,
okay.
Up front, so we know we both have Michu. Now, for me, for the other one, it had to be one of two. One of two who played together.
Have we not put 3 in the middle there?
You said 4-4-2. You said Ben Arthur and Carrick.
3 in the middle. No, because I said Tiote as well.
Okay, well you've done a 4-3-3.
I've done I've done a 4-4-3.
4-4-3
in my own head. I've messed it up.
All right, take out a midfielder.
I'm going to take out Michu only because I wanted to bring him up. I wanted to bring him up beforehand anyway. So I'll take him out.
So you're playing 4-3-3 now.
Yeah.
Okay. Game's gone. I'm sticking with the 4-4-2. All right. Yeah. So I've got Michu. All right. So who's your striker then?
Wilfred Bonny.
Come on, Wilfred Bonny.
Score some goals for Swansea.
There's no video of that.
If we're gonna take out a Swansea player, I'll put one back in.
Respect, Wilfred Bonny.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, Wilfred Bonny.
Just when I think about strikers back then,
to be honest, Swansea striker Gomes.
Weird, Gomes.
Yes. I remember because he scored at Old Trafford. He just kept sending that to me. Oh, not against us.
You mad?
Interesting.
Hold.
Thinks he's cool. I've gone for. I'm surprised you didn't go for one of two. We've got Pele XIs, or we've got Gerrard slipped. Bar's in here, and Bar punishes of all people Steven Gerrard. That moment, I think,
Memorized?
is of course, because I think it's the moment I learned to become a man. It's also the moment where I realized football is for me, and even though United are bad, it's okay because if Liverpool are bad, everything is all right as well.
That's true. And that was very funny.
That was one of there were so many memes of him slipping and then the trophy.
That was great.
But on top of that, unreal player for Newcastle.
Yes.
Unreal player for Newcastle.
That season was ridiculous.
That season, even before that.
Well, it was decent before that, but that season with Pele XIs, it was like, that's a partnership that doesn't get talked about that much as well. That's prime Barclays there.
Yeah.
I could have gone with Pele XIs, but I have gone with a fair few Newcastle players in my team already.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but respect Cisse and Demba Ba.
Yeah. No,
could have gone Loic Remy.
Yeah. He was shit though.
It wasn't bad.
No, it was okay.
He was decent for Newcastle, but then he went to Chelsea.
Emmanuel
Riviere, you know.
Nah, Demba Ba for me was better than Cisse because he had more than that season. He went to Chelsea. He won. I think he won a trophy at Chelsea. He did win a trophy at Chelsea.
Your manager,
Ferguson. I have to. I mean, I haven't picked that many United players. I'm going at Sir Alex Ferguson.
Interesting.
Where you go?
Claudio Ranieri.
Dilly ding, dilly dong. Come on,
we are
man.
in the Champions League, man. Come on.
Respect him, to be fair.
like treated terribly as well after he was kicked out.
They got greedy. You know, they got greedy.
And paid the price.
Yeah, they did. They did.
Literally.
Even though Craig Shakespeare beat up.
That's crazy.
He didn't lose his life.
He's dead.
No, that's Sven, not Ranieri. Ranieri's alive.
No.
The owner.
Paid the price?
I completely forgot the helicopter.
Oh?
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. I think Ranieri is good. And he was at Chelsea as well all those days. And he did really well when Abramovich came in, but he knew that the writing was on the wall.
Yeah.
Feel for him because he was a decent manager, clearly.
Yeah. Same with Rafa. I feel like Rafa's kind of fallen off now. He had all the tactical ability, but
he didn't have the killer instinct.
Yeah, and apparently his man management was awful as well.
He never won it. And I watched him on the overlap. He's still very better.
Yeah.
He was
surprising.
He literally said to Gary Neville, "You guys bowled it. We won the league that year."
Yeah.
What?
Bottled what?
What an idiot! He was like, "You guys bottled it. You lost." I was like, "Yeah, we lost, but we won the league." This guy is I don't like him at all. I don't like him at all. I respect what he did at Newcastle more than what he did at Liverpool, to be honest, because he stuck with you the championship.
Yeah, respect that.
Yeah.
Just couldn't get any backing from the owners, unfortunately.
Unlucky.
Yeah.
Would you take him now?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Eddie Howe to England?
Maybe. Possibly. I mean, what's his name? Carsley?
Yeah.
His football looked all right against Ireland.
It was all right. It was almost as if England could have played like that the whole time.
Possibly.
Grealish in the 10 was interesting.
I'm surprised Grealish was playing.
Yeah, me too. But I mean, you've got a bunch of players on the bench that haven't played. But Gibbs White made his debut. Gomez made his debut. It was a good watch though. I mean, I watched it. It looked all right.
I don't really know how much time we have left, but one thing I do want to touch on is Harry Kane.
Ooh.
When are we going to start saying the writing's on the wall a little bit?
I think we got to start talking about it now. Is it FIFA? We've got 60-something pace.
He's
slow.
I don't think that he's going to be able to do it at international level anymore.
No.
It's a bit. I think nowadays it's a bit too dynamic. He was great when Southgate had a system.
Yeah.
That revolved around set pieces and getting the ball into the box. But he doesn't really play like that anymore. And Southgate's gone, and there's a lot of young English forwards that are really dynamic and fit into sort of modern day sort of number 9ing a little bit better.
That's true.
So maybe the writing is on the wall for him to start being a bit of an international leader rather than a starter.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's time to take a step back by the World Cup. I was watching the game with some old heads, if you call them that.
Some old heads.
And they made a good point. They were like, when he was at Tottenham in his prime, he had Son, because Son, he played with Son, he could drop deep, and he could because Son would make the run into the right area. There was a time at England when Sterling would do that.
Yeah.
Who's that? now.
Yeah,
Because
good point.
no one plays
I
like
mean,
that anymore.
Gordon could play like that, I guess.
Gordon could, but
he's not been trusted yet.
No.
I mean, but for Carsley, he played really well.
I'd still, I think Gordon had a great game, but I think that he is a completely different player to Son and Sterling.
Yeah,
Gordon
definitely
needs to be on the wing.
Yeah, Gordon has to be.
Yes,
yeah.
if he cuts inside, I don't see him as a finisher or anything like that.
If you get him on the left side of the box onto his right foot, he can score. We saw it against City. We've seen it against Liverpool.
Yeah.
He can finish the ball. It's he's just still very raw. He's still at sort of the beginning of his career, really. And there's a lot of potential for him. But Raheem Sterling, I suppose we touched on him a bit last week.
Yeah.
Is apparently cooking in Arsenal training sessions. I saw a few videos. It looks like he was taking
I genuinely
taking him for a walk in the park.
There might even be a chance for him to get called up, if he does really
genuinely
well.
Yeah, I mean, where outside of Gordon, Eze's good, but I'd still rather have Eze.
Yeah, no, I would too. But if Sterling scores 10 goals from now until Christmas, what are you gonna say?
Well, Gordon scored 12 or 13. No, Gordon scored 14 last.
Yeah,
12 last season.
last season. But I mean Sterling from now till Christmas. If he starts cooking.
Oh, till Christmas.
Yeah, if he starts cooking, then you can't really say anything.
That's true. That's true.
Because Eze looks good in Palace, but without Elise now, it looks different.
Yeah,
it does. Sleepy time.
Oh, sleep search.
But I think
been traveling.
I think that's everything. Oh, traveling search. Love what you're gonna do when we play basketball.
Hey guys.
Listen, my shoulder popped out right there. I'm going to beat this guy in basketball. You guys are going to see it because we're going to film it and I'm going to edit it with a voiceover.
Oh.
You know what we should do? We should do our own clips and then voice over our own clips.
Yeah, okay.
We should edit it together.
I'll do that.
That'll be fun. That'll be cute.
Okay. Or we do a reaction. So we'll make them each and then we'll react to each one.
Hey guys.
Hey guys. Yeah, we can do that.
I think that'll be good. But yeah, that's the touchline. Soon to become the courtsider.
The courtsider? That is not it.
No, that's not it at all.
What would you name a basketball podcast if we had one?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
The Sixth Man? I don't know.
Halfway? Halfway
Make it
podcast?
halfway.
That's all this guy can do. Make it from halfway.
That's true. That's all I can do. That's all. I'm just going to stand there.
Yeah.
Sleep. If you did enjoy this video, guys, please like, subscribe, comment, follow, all that good stuff. Give us some views on Spotify because I'm going to cancel it. I'm not like those YouTubers that lie about it. I actually will cancel it because times are tough.
What do you mean those YouTubers that are...
Like, guys, if we don't hit this like count, I'm going to quit.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do it.
Do it now.
Follow him. Oh, actually, no, don't follow him on Instagram.
Don't follow me.
Don't follow him.
Don't follow me.
I'll leave you to kind of decipher what that means.
Don't follow me, please.
Unless.
Yes.
Yep. Give us all the love, like, subscribe, comment. Blah, blah.
Unless you're one of the all-time greats.
You're the all-time greats.
You know who you are.
All right. See you the next one.
One of the greatest of our generation.
Peace.